This right here is so infuriating. Does this area right here not look like just a giant mess? This video is addressed to the people that designs these artworks and to the DVD and Blu-ray publishers of Doctor Who. You see, the first few series of the show were all done really, really well. All of these series lined up together look awesome, not to mention they had some really good special features. Every remaster that they've released has looked really good continuity wise, but ever since they got up to releasing Peter Capaldi's era of the show, it all went downhill. Not to mention the fact that for the first time since 2005, I had to buy a Christmas special separate from the full series Blu-ray release. Now as you can see, I have my shelves, my precious shelves, divided up into a few different categories. There's Game of Thrones, there's Harry Potter mixed with assorted other things, there's Star Wars, there's my travel and souvenirs, and there's Doctor Who. And my Doctor Who one hasn't been looking as good as of lately. Now, apologies if this is coming off as more of like a rant or anything. It's not meant to be like that, it's meant to be more of a public service announcement, I guess. But I know that I am not the only person with this issue in the Doctor Who and any form of collector community. It is a pretty common thing that people get pissed off about the spines being wrong and stuff like that, especially when there's no sort of solution. Now BBC, I'm not asking that you re-release them with more covers because I don't want to spend more money on them, and I'm not saying you should give us more covers for free or anything. All I'm saying is that from now on, we are in a new era of Doctor Who. We've got a very cool design here. I've got the steelbook version, and the normal version is also pretty cool, but my only concern is that when I slide this onto the shelf, or in the future when I take it off of the shelf from being next to season 12 and 13 and 14, my concern is that it's not gonna have continuity. This cool new design no longer looks as good. I'm not saying that the whole show should have a continuous spine pattern, but at least every Doctor or every showrunner era, you know? Something that we can break apart, and it makes sense to have a sort of new era, because I guess every 5 seasons it's kind of like a new show. Just think about how good Breaking Bad's Blu-rays look. They basically tell the story of Walter White just on the spine alone. That's awesome. So for Jodie's run, please, BBC, BBC Worldwide, whoever distributes it, please encourage this continuity within the spines of Doctor Who. It's a little pet peeve of mine that pisses off a lot of people. Alright, thanks for your time, and hopefully this little problem gets fixed pretty soon. Cheers. Oh, and please make sure that you put Resolution as the first episode on the Series 12 Blu-ray. I don't want to buy a New Year's special separately again. Okay, thanks. Bye.